The J2 Mall, a colossal commercial endeavor situated in the rapidly evolving Jabr al-Ahmed district of Kuwait, transcends the conventional definition of a shopping mall. It stands as a strategic nexus in the nation's ambitious vision of 2035, a testament to Kuwait's unwavering commitment to economic diversification, urban enhancement, and global competitiveness. The project, a collaborative masterpiece by Al Arjan and Combined Group and the visionary architectural firm of Bernard Khoury, is designed to serve as a catalyst for urban transformation. The Public Authority for Housing Welfare, through its supervisory role, ensures that the project aligns seamlessly with the nation's long-term development goals. The Jabr Mall project is situated on a plot of land that exceeds 145,000 square meters, with a rental space exceeding 100,000 square meters. It is designed to service not only the Jabr al-Ahmed area, but also the broader Al Jahra region, including surrounding residential areas. The project includes retail sections, showrooms, administrative offices, health clinics, and a central indoor courtyard spanning 30,000 square meters. This courtyard, designed in collaboration with global consultancy firms, incorporates climate change and sustainability studies to ensure a comfortable environment for visitors throughout the year. The project is a mixed-use development aiming to attract consistent visitors for both commercial and tourism purposes, and strives for LEED certification under sustainability guidelines. The project's construction cost, borne by the investor under the partnership contract, exceeds 37 million Kuwaiti dinars, excluding design and oversight costs.
مشروع جابر مول هو طبعا مشروع قائم على أرض مساحتها تفوق ال 145 ألف متر مربع.
Jabr Mall is situated on a plot of land that exceeds 145,000 meters squared. The project was initiated by the Public Authority for Housing Welfare and is considered a public and private sector partnership project. As we said, the land is 145,000 square meters, and the rental space exceeds 100,000 square meters, and it services Jabr al-Ahmed area specifically, and in general Al Jahra and the surrounding areas like Sa'ad al-Abdallah and Slaybakhat. The project consists of retail sections, showrooms, administrations and offices, as well as health clinics. The project consists of an indoor courtyard on an area of 30,000 meters squared, and this courtyard was designed based on studies conducted with global consultancy firms that studied climate change and sustainability of the project. And based on the results of the study, it was designed to reduce the indoor temperatures to attract visitors in a consistent manner throughout the year. The project is considered a mixed-use project. The idea is to fit the needs of the visitors from commercial or from internal tourism. The goal is to get consistent visitors. The project was designed under sustainability guidelines, and we strive to achieve a lead certification.
المدة الاستثمارية حق المشروع هي
The investment period for this project is 28 years. That includes 3 years preparation period or grace period and the building of the project.
بناء المشروع. التكاليف بحسب عقد الشراكة يتكبدها المستثمر.
The project costs based on the partnership contract is on the investor, and the cost that we are basing our work on today or the cost of the building exceeds 37 million Kuwaiti dinars. This does not include the design costs and oversight.
التصميم والإشراف.
Kuwait's Vision 2035 underscores the critical need for economic diversification, moving beyond the traditional reliance on oil. The J2 Mall directly addresses this imperative by creating a vibrant and multifaceted commercial ecosystem. The goals of the Public Authority for Housing Welfare emphasize risk management through public-private partnerships. By transferring design, implementation, and operational risk to the private sector, the government reduces its financial and administrative burden.
المؤسسة العامة للرعاية السكنية تهدف إلى عدة أشياء، يمكن أبرزها نقل المخاطر. اليوم لما أنت كجهاز حكومي.
The goals of the Public Authority for Housing Welfare strives towards multiple things, the most important of which is risk management. Today, as a government entity, you work with the private sector to implement government or developmental projects, especially within housing projects. This will manage the risk within the project to the private sector. For instance, the design work, the investor is the one who designs, and the implementation works where the developer deals with the contractors. They are the ones who build the project. And then you have the operational side. This includes the tenants and rent and the contracts with the internal investors. These are all risks. Imagine if the government had to undertake all of this. This is tiring work. So if the risk is managed by the private sector will establish projects in the best way possible. This takes us to the second goal, which is to reduce the financial and administrative burden on the state. Today, the investor with its own money establishes these projects. With its own money, they will service. In turn, the state doesn't pay in these projects. Then, the costs on the authority is almost zero. The third goal is to gain experience and expertise. Today, the private sector has experience and knowledge with the best and latest practices to implement these projects.
يعني مثل ما يقولون علم في الأمور المتطورة والحديثة يطبقها دائما في هذه المشاريع.
This approach also allows the government to leverage the private sector's expertise and the best practices. The Public Authority for Housing Welfare has signed 7 partnership contracts in various residential areas, including 3 in Jabr al-Ahmed, 2 in Sabah al-Ahmed, 1 in Al-Matla' City, and 1 in South Khaitan, encompassing commercial, educational, and showroom activities.
احنا اليوم المؤسسة العامة للرعاية السكنية وقعت.
The Public Authority for Housing Welfare today has signed 7 partnership contracts in various residential areas. We have in Jabr Al Ahmed 3 investment projects in the form of partnership projects. We signed their contracts and they are big projects. We also have in Sabah Al Ahmed 2 projects that have had their contracts signed. In Al Mutla' city we signed 1 contract, and in South Khaitan we also signed a contract. Also in the near future there will be other projects that we will sign contracts for. And these projects are commercial, educational and showrooms. So the activities are diverse.
فالأنشطة متنوعة جدا. احنا طبعا العقود اللي نبرمها عقود الشراكة واحدة من
The partnership contracts we sign, one of the things we are always keen on is that the investor that wins the contract establishes a company. This company is in charge of implementing, servicing, and operating the project. So today, the entity we are contracted to is not necessarily the investor that won. The investor who won in this project consists of a coalition of 2 companies that applied together, and after they won, they established a company to implement this project. In addition to inside the project, there is an engineering office that is contracted to the Public Authority for Housing Welfare and the project company. The engineering office's role is oversight on the work to implement the project, as well as produce regular reports with the progress and the company's adherence to the Public Authority's guidelines in the contract. The developer is the one that signs the construction contract, and the contractors provide the engineering office to design them the project and the implementation protocols, including permits. And this is the main structure for the project, but it also includes some financial entities and other entities, but these are the most important.
ولكن هذيل أبرز الجهات في هيكلة المشروع هذا.
The project's implementation structure involves the winning investor, a coalition of 2 companies, establishing a separate company to oversee the project, an engineering office contracted by the Public Authority for Housing Welfare, and the project company provides oversight on the work and ensures compliance with contractual guidelines. The developer is responsible for signing construction contracts and providing design and implementation protocols. This partnership model allows the state to leverage the private sector efficiency and reduce its financial burden. By shifting the financial responsibility to the private sector, the government frees up resources and streamlines its budget. This approach also helps achieve developmental goals and positions Kuwait as a financial and commercial center.
المشروع هذا كون انه هو مشروع شراكه وذو طابع استثماري.
This project, as it is a partnership project and is an investment opportunity, in reality what is happening is the state is letting the private sector implement its projects. And when the private sector works on state projects, it means the state increased the efficiency of the private sector in implementing developmental projects. Today, when the investor takes on the financial burden of implementing this project, it means the state reduces the cost on itself, and in turn, we reduce the costs of the state budget. So in this way, the private sector becomes more effective, and we reduce the financial and administrative burden on the authority and the state. And in turn, we achieve some goals of our developmental plans and turning Kuwait into a financial and commercial center.
وتحويل الكويت إلى مركز مالي وتجاري.
The J2 Mall is designed to be a significant urban enhancement for Jabr Al Ahmed and surrounding areas, servicing the broader Al Jahra region. The unique land integration proposed by the investor combining two plots separated by a road into a single cohesive space impressed the authority and led to the signing of contracts. The resulting unified land plot allows for a more comprehensive and integrated development.
هذا المشروع طبعا عبارة عن أرض زين تجارية.
The project consists of commercial land. Its official title is a commercial center on a land area of more than 145,000 meters squared. I wish to tie the goals that we talked about. When we first put this land forward, it was not just one plot of land, but it was two. Between them was an old road. The investor proposed to connect these two plots of land together to make one plot of land, and this impressed the authority as it agreed and signed contracts with the investor. The investor then took down all the existing services and along with the old road. As you can see now, we are one land only at the moment.
ومثل ما تشوف الحين احنا في أرض واحدة فقط.
The J2 Mall's development aligns seamlessly with the core objectives of Kuwait Vision 2035. The project emphasis on economic diversification, urban livability, human capital development, and global competitiveness reflects the nation's unwavering commitment to creating a sustainable and prosperous future. The project's success will serve as a model for future developments in Kuwait, demonstrating the potential for creating vibrant and integrated urban spaces that enhance the quality of life for citizens. The Public Authority for Housing Welfare, strategic partnerships, and the successful implementation of the J2 Mall project will contribute significantly to the nation's broader goal of achieving its Vision 2035 objectives. The J2 Mall is a testament to Kuwait's ambition, innovation, and commitment to progress, shaping the nation's urban landscape and contributing to its prosperity for generations to come, marking a new era of development for Kuwait. In essence, the J2 Mall transcends the conventional boundaries of a commercial development. It is a strategic and vital component of Kuwait's ambitious Vision 2035 and a paradigm shift in the nation's urban development. Through a carefully planned partnership between the public and private sectors, spearheaded by the Public Authority for Housing Welfare and executed with architectural brilliance, the J2 Mall aims to catalyze economic diversification, elevate urban livability, nurture human capital, and enhance Kuwait's global competitiveness. This project is a legacy of progress and prosperity, built on strategic partnerships and a shared vision for Kuwait's future.